So, let's talk aura characteristics, because I kind of didn't really touch on it too much in the first video. I just wanted to give you guys like something to think about a little bit first. But this is going to be the meat of the subject matter. Aura qualities. Now, if you've gotten to the point where you can see auras and it's not like super, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the energy I'm thinking of? It's not like that super, oh my God, I just got a Christmas present and it's new and it's fresh and it's exciting and I don't know what to do with it, but it's here and I can see it and it's there and it's there and it's there and it's there. Like, it's, once it's become more like a relaxed skill set in yourself, and it's not like super shocking, I guess, anymore. You can start to get into the actual qualities of these auras, or of different types of auras, because everyone's aura is different, just like every person is different, and the set of circumstances and thought processes and emotions and feelings that go into an aura, because that's all it is. It's like, it's one of those things for people who can see, and even like from an animal kingdom perspective, because I'm sure auras scientifically, because they have been captured in pictures and on video, there are tools and technology to make the stuff very clearly and obviously visible. But it's been found that in those types of studies, that auras not only are a type of biophoton, a type of light that we naturally give off from within ourselves, but it's measurable, and it can also be described as a type of polarized light. And that's important to know because, well, for one, light is energy and everything is energy. But two, in this physical manifestation of the place that we live and the types of beings that we are and related to, there are a lot of other types of animals on the planet that use this secondary sight as a primary function in their lives, like dolphins, like bats, like bees and birds, like anything. I almost want to say like aquatic creatures and aerial creatures, like the flyers and the swimmers, have this sight that they use to navigate their everyday physical worlds. So yeah, it's not just an electrical field. It's not just some voodoo magic that the spirits, the spirituals, the mystics, the psychics, and the intuitives, and the starseeds, and the light workers are talking about. It's a real thing, and you can do it too. But qualities of auras. So normally and generally, especially when you're first starting out, or when you're like still building your aura viewing muscles, most auras can be seen as like smooth, shiny, iridescent, almost like that quality of I have a crystal that I can use to better illustrate, because it's a weird thing to describe. Iridescent, like holographic, like you can't even really see it at this angle from this. Let's see this one. I have a lot of crystals. But yeah, this is a good example. This is a good reference. So you see how in the crystal and around and through the crystal, and if I tilted in certain directions, there's a radiance that comes off of it. And it's clear, but it's also like multicolored. It's very that. It's like I see you, but I see through you, but I see just enough of you to make sense of it. And that's just the like I said in the beginning stages. And once you become a little more experienced or advanced in the subject matter, then these types of things will become more apparent to you. Aura colors. And I did mention in the first video, but I neglected to go into the color concept because I've said it in the other two videos, and I'll say it again. Intuition is personal to you. There are a lot of symbolisms and archetypes and energies that are almost universal, like general and easy to understand, but it still boils down to what it means to you. So when you start to see like vibrant, like really clear, obvious colors in the aura, that's usually an indication of the emotional and mental state. The more you do it, you actually start to be able to see levels of auras. Like every person has a spiritual body, an emotional body, a mental body, connected to their physical body, and these are all like projected into and through the aura. Like first, like for some people they are kept within the aura. For some people they expand outward, but the aura is like a protective barrier in a way. It's pretty much the same thing as the atmosphere around Earth or the corona around the sun, or even like the cell wall of a cell. Like it's just that outward barrier that is outside of the physical, so that we can feel and sense things before they hit us, you know? So colors are important. The shape of the aura is also extremely important, and that usually, and for the most part, auras are like smooth and shiny and bubbly, but they can also contour and expand outward in weird shapes and become bigger or more flowy or more round or sharper. And that's an indication not so much of the like the emotional state, but the energy level of a person. Like how is the energy within them trying to come out or being expressed outwardly. So like for a gentle soul, a calm mind, a relaxed person, a slower moving person, like an older person or something like that, like their aura would more naturally just be more confined to the self, more round, more very almost like form-fitting, like a silhouette, but very much confined to the shape of the person. Someone who's like energetically like just high energy, their aura would tend to be bigger or sharper, like more angular, more like pointy. And then there's like the density of the aura, like how much of it can you see? And this is kind of subjective, because when you're first starting out, it's going to be a little more difficult to see auras in general, but there's also a factor at play of how connected to the aura is this person, how much spiritual energy are they emitting. And then there is the saturation or the cloudiness of the aura, and that's like how dingy or cloudy or vibrant and radiant are the colors in the aura. Like if, like say my aura was purple, there's dark purple, there's there's like magenta, there's a fuchsia, there's so many different shades of purple, and they're all their own shade, but depending on the amount of like light or darkness that the person holds, will add to or take away from the vibrancy, the clarity of the color. And and then there are the weird instances of either no aura, hidden aura, or multicolored auras, or auras with multiple qualities at once, which it's all gonna come together in your mind's eye in a way that you will understand. But every person is unique. It's a case-by-case basis. Stay hydrated, stay positive, stay blessed. Catch you in the next one.